Right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And thank you to Georgetown Chevy for allowing me to review this beautiful GMC Sierra. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the GMC Sierra 1500s, the safety features that you do get with the Elevation model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. And just a quick side note, this truck is souped up with a ton of options. So I'll put up the window sticker right now so you see all of the options that this has, and as I walk around the exterior and the interior, you will notice the differences compared to if you didn't have these options. For the different models, first off, you can pick from different configurations plus 2 different drive types. And then you have all of these models here. So this truck does have the upgraded 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine. Standard, you do get the 2.7 liter Turbo Max engine, but this one does have the optional 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine, which produces 355 horsepower and 383 pound-foot of torque. And with this engine, when spec'd properly, your max towing is about 11,200 pounds. All right, let's start off in the front, and the GMC Sierra is a very good looking truck. Now down here on the bumper area, you've got the body color of course, but then you have the typical black plastic underneath the bottom here and the 2 front recovery hooks. There's also the LED fog lights in the front, and if you look in the corner here, you do have some gloss black trimming and this functional vent. And then really you just move into this very gorgeous grille area. I really like how they have a combination of the typical black plastic and then the nice gloss black trimming. And the designing of this is very good as well. You've also got the massive red GMC letters. And even above the grille area, you have kind of like this slot which kind of looks like a vent from far away, but obviously it's not. But for show, it does look good. And then you move into these classic and very cool looking GMC Sierra lights. I love the C shape here with the LED lights, and then you have your typical headlights in the center there. And even if you come around to the side here, inside the housing, I'm not sure if you can see, but it also says Sierra. And in the front here inside, it says GMC. So nice little touches that they did there. But yeah, the front end on these trucks definitely stand out. Coming around to the side of this truck, you've got the usual Sierra 1500 look. Now, if you come around to the windows here, I just want to point out that you have your typical black plastic look and everything. And then of course the body color up top and then gloss black in the center. Your door handles are body color, and then as for the side mirrors, I do wish that they added some gloss black, but it's all just black plastic. And also there's no side cameras or anything like that. On the fender here, you do have this gloss black badge that says 5.3 liter V8. And then if you come around to the side of the doors here, you have your chrome elevation badging. This truck also has the added on side steps. As for the wheels, these are the upgraded wheels, a part of the off-road package, and these are your 20-inch wheels. I really like how these look, especially the gloss black and the red GMC in the center cap. Definitely give this truck a very nice look since this truck is in white. And if I do take a step back, you can see these wheels definitely look good on this truck. Now, if you come over to the rear of the bed, you also have the X31 off-road badging right here, which looks very neat. And then coming around to the rear of the truck, the nice looks definitely continue. The bumper back here also in body color. You do have your dual exhaust here with the chrome tips, the hitch in the center, and if you look right down below, you do have the spare tire, and by the license plate area, you do have all of your towing outlets and whatnot. Also on the sides of the bumper, you do have the steps built in. Don't worry guys, this is not damaged. This is just dirt on here. I thought it was damaged at first, but it's not. So it rubs off. Don't worry about that. I know I'm gonna get some comments, but yeah, anyways, moving over to the tailgate, you've got more of the massive red GMC letters. You've got the Sierra badging and then another Elevation badge. As for the rear lights, these are just your typical LED rear lights. Definitely suit the truck as well. And over by the tailgate button area, you do have 2 cameras. Now opening up the tailgate here, it is soft opening, so very nice on that. You do have the protection on this, but not in the bed. If you are getting a truck, and I highly suggest this always, to get spray and bed liner because it helps you from all the scratches and whatnot. Back here you have all of your hooks in all of the corners, and you do have LED bed lighting here and on the other side. Plus, you have a 120 volt outlet. All right, coming around to the rear here on the glass, the centerpiece, you do have the power sliding rear window. Let's enter inside and take a look at what we have going on inside of the elevation. So you have an all black interior, but there is some bits and pieces that do stand out. Now down here, you have a decent amount of room for storage and then a water bottle area. You've got a speaker here with chrome trimming around it. And then this section here is all soft touch material, which I like. And then even up here is actually soft touch. Typically you have like plastic up here, but even on this, you have the nice soft touch and this beautiful shiny wood trim and the chrome trimming. All of this you will notice throughout the interior. Now, as for these seats back here, these are cloth seats. Now, typically I would prefer having non-cloth seats. However, if you take a look closely, all of this nice designing that you have in the center and even like these side trimming pieces, these look very, very good. And honestly, this doesn't bother me at all. Even though these are cloth, they look very good. Not only that, on this seat and the other seat over there, you do have like these hidden compartment areas, so you can definitely store things in here and just hide it away. Also, if you go ahead and pull down the center here, you do have your cup holders. And also, if you go ahead and open or lift up the rear seat, you have tons of storage space down here, which can be utilized definitely for groceries, tools, or just gym bags or whatever you want to use it for. Plus you have all of this space here. So I do like how you kind of have like this sectioned off part underneath the seat, and then you can just put the seat down and cover it. This is a pickup truck, obviously, and I really don't have to, but I'm going to jump in and show you the legroom and the headroom. So I'm inside here, and as for the legroom, you can see I have a ton of legroom, even though this seat, the driver's seat, can be adjusted back, but still I have a ton of legroom. And then in terms of the headroom, I have loads of headroom. I am wearing a hat. I am 5'11" for reference. And if you look right up here, you have this indent that goes up into the roof line. That's why this opens up a ton of space back here, so there's no issues. Also, behind the driver and passenger seats, I do like how even though these are cloth, there's no plastic or anything, which I love. And behind here, you do have the storage pockets on both of the sides. Here on the center console area back here, you do have the cup holders, more chrome trimming, tons of more chrome trimming here, your vents over here, and USB ports. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear door trim. The only difference down here is you do have like the same space here, but 2 water bottle areas. Plus you have a massive speaker, and this does have the Bose sound system, which is a plus. Then you just have your typical window controls and side mirror controls. As for the front seats, these are exactly like the rear seats. The only difference is these seats do come heated, which is a bonus. And like I was mentioning, this does have the optional bucket option. So these are the bucket seats like this with the center console. Otherwise, you'll have the center third seat, so a bench seat setup. But I really think this looks way better because you have a ton of space in the center, plus your own separate seats. You're not fighting with anyone with elbow room or anything. Over on the side here is where you will find all of your driver power adjustment controls for the seat. The passenger side is manual adjustable. And down here, you do have this nice chrome door sill piece. The mats also say GMC. Underneath, you just have your pedals. Here is your hood latch release. Up here, you have quite a few things. You have your electronic parking brake. Here's all of your different modes, your auto, 4 high, 2 high, all that good stuff. And then your trailer controls here. Here is the bed light, the one right above the glass, your cluster dimmers, and then the exterior lighting controls. Now, moving towards the vent here, you do have a ton more gloss black, also some chrome trimming, and your steering wheel does come manual adjustable. And before I go inside, I just want to show you, when I do open the driver's side door, you do have this GMC animation or image that does display on the cluster area. Okay, now when I do enter inside and close the door, you have this beautiful animation that plays on there and on the touchscreen. So both screens have this beautiful animation that displays. All right, entering inside, your dashboard does have this hard soft material along with the typical black plastic. You've got a speaker there in the corner and then on the other side as well. And then you move into this very nice and very cool looking 12.3 inch fully digital cluster area. Now I love all of the details on this, and you can obviously view a ton of different information, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just scroll down on the little wheel, as you can see, I can go through a ton of information. If I press left or right, I can scroll through all of these settings or these different information bits. Also, if I go under settings, and I go under left side and click into this, I can also change what I want to view on the left side here and the right side. So 3 sections, so this one, and this one, you have all sorts of different information that you can display. As for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material. This also does come heated. You've got the red GMC letters, more chrome trimming here, and then this very unique looking aluminum trimming that is textured. And this is the only spot that you'll see it. You won't see this on the dashboard or anything. I do wish that they did add that, but it is on the steering wheel. On the left side here, you have all of your different cruise control settings, follow distance, your heated steering wheel control, and the other side has all of your cluster controls, Bluetooth, and your phone controls. If you look behind, you do have the paddle shifters on both of the sides, and back here, you do have the wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. Now moving to the center armrest area, I do like how they have like this piping here, which kind of separates everything. But opening this up, you do have this tray with 3 sections, which you can definitely utilize or just pop out just like that. And in here, you have a generous amount of space, more USB ports, and then you have an outlet in here as well. Plus right here is where you charge your phone. All right, before I go on the center console area, I just want to touch on the sides here. You have more chrome trimming, more of the shiny wood trimming, plus some storage space on the side, and you'll have this on the passenger side as well. Now on here, you really don't have much other than your typical handy dandy shifter. You have some space here, 2 cup holders with more chrome trimming, and then more space up here. And then really you just get into all of this. So you have your engine on off start button here, your trailer brake controller, and then all of your different heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seat controls, which you can choose to pick either the top or both, which is pretty neat. And then for the passenger side, and then more USB ports over here. Now on the dash, like I was mentioning, you have more of the shiny wood trim and the chrome trim, which does go all the way across. Right below the touchscreen, you have a few buttons here. So you have the lane keep here, auto start stop, the tailgate, hazards, traction control, and then the hill descent control. And then you get into this beautiful 13.4 inch touchscreen here. I really like the details on this, just like the digital cluster area. I think they've done a pretty good job with this. And you also have like a mini screen off to the right side. So on here you have page number 1 with all this, and then you have another page full of things. Let's go to the first page here and go under audio. So under here, you are going to find things like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, and news. And then if you head back, you've also got the maps here. So this does have the Google Maps built in. And then also if we head back, you have the phone section. Here are all of the cameras. Like I was mentioning, this doesn't have the cameras on the side mirrors or anything like that. So you have your typical rear view. You can turn off the little guidelines. Here's the trailer one. And then here is your hitch camera. So that's pretty much it for that. You've also got Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay once you do have those configured. The next page has your trailering section. So on here, you're going to find some trailering information, which you can definitely utilize. So this will have like your add a new trailer, use a guest trailer, accessories, and whatnot. And then you also have climate, so you can control it through here or the buttons down here. Heading back here, there's the settings, which you have on any vehicle that you can fine tune to your liking. So there's quite a few things that you can go through. And then you just have your Wi-Fi hotspot, My GMC, and news. Then off to the right side here on the little screen, so you can really just swipe through whatever you want to see. There's mainly only like 4 things. But yeah, you do have the nice little screen and then the main screen. Also, if you look right above on the dashboard behind the touchscreen, you do have this area for storage. So yeah, you can definitely utilize this as well. Up top, nothing too special, just your rear view mirror. And then moving further up here, you have your garage controls, interior light controls, rear power sliding window control, your SOS, OnStar, and all of that good stuff. And here's the key fob for this GMC Sierra, just your typical GMC key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you the dashboard area. So here you just have the plain trimming, right? But this does open up by just pressing this. So you have kind of like this hidden compartment area, more of that wood trimming here, and then just your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this Elevation. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this truck?